Bankai?
XP Novaria.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be throwing it over to Mirko as well as Brigida, where I will just enjoy in the backseat to see what's going on with game number 2 here.
Talk about more consider the matchups anymore, the 1v1s, none of it is going to matter, I guess. Wait, so it's not Novaria?
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 2. We're in the line of dawn. So Novaria is Arlet.
I see their semblance, yeah.
Sure, but yeah, okay, so that, we were confused for no reason.
I don't know.
We should have just known. We should have known it was a different visual, you know? Okay. Maybe Novaria and Arlet are just
Siblings.
different in Paris.
No? Okay.
But hey, all right, so let's talk about the Arlet. Now that it's an Arlet, they can actually have some combos with the rest of the team, right? They can actually bait out some Purifies as well. They have layers upon the CC, not just the Atlas. It makes sense. It makes more sense.
Yeah,
okay,
and was
goodness.
it like, if it, because I'm trying to recall like the sequence, then maybe it was also some sort of deny for the Atlas Arlot to just come together for Sunset Ravens. And somehow, Bankai is really doing a great job so far. Oh,
that's way too far away, the BMI. What?
Okay, he did not expect that, but if he did watch game number 1, he should have known that the Hirara is likely to go there.
Yeah, okay. Let's take a look at the emblems real quick. Mexi's not having a good time.
He's not. Okay. So, I'm assuming these are the accurate emblems that we're seeing. Still the same for the Hirara as we saw in game number 1. I think it's except the Assassin.
Yeah, it's Master Assassin coming down. The Bargain Hunter is something that we actually have been seeing quite a bit as well. Good zoning. Bankai is going to hit 4 before Mexi. Depends on the XP crab. They're going to have to fight for him. This is the thing about the 2 roamers. And Oyu,
oh, yeah,
they're not going to have ultimates here for the first turtle.
Hey, we could say his IGN by the time he uses Wrath of Dryad.
That's true. Wait, good taunt.
Okay, Mexi here will use the Shifting Skies, captures 1, but Bankai responds with the final slash. That's actually an outplay that we get to see from the Huns, and they force out the heavy spin as well from Trap. Now he's trapped. Can he get out? Gets knocked up. And is picked off by the Huns yet again. They seemingly are going to get the clear advantage in this fight.
Really well played by the Huns. Bankai again. Something that we mentioned in the pre-show as well is play around the XP. Get Bankai and Kenny good picks, a winning matchup, and you'll be able to get so much more of an advantage. But thank goodness it's not a Novaria.
Okay, this is a better Hirara game, at least so far. So far. That's why I said so far. Because we never know what can happen. This is Sunset Ravens with a Claude, who is 1 death in. Yeah,
if you snowball, it'll be great, right? That's the thing about the Huns' composition here with the Hirara. So far, they've gotten mid-prio. They even got a lead over Eska, which is kind of strange to think about, right? The Heave should usually have a better lane compared to the Jusin, but in this situation, Kenny, that international experience of making it to the main stage at M7 has paid a lot of dividends.
Yeah. We just got to see Mexi from the interview earlier on. It's very unfortunate to see him struggle in this position because I feel like that heavily impacted how the first objective went for them. Actually survives just a bit, uses the Wrath of Dryad, but could not walk away from this. Hands over a third, not kill, because it's actually Oyu who got it, but still meta, 100% or almost 100% kill participation so far in this Hirara game.
Yeah, living up to the name, still meta.
Okay, it took a while for still meta to get to this point, by the way, so it's really great to see him finally have such a great showing in his international debut appearance game. And it's so far really snowballing well for the Huns, so they've clearly got the advantage. What is SNR going to respond with? They're not gonna really commit to the fights just yet, but they're gonna show up here down bot.
Okay, at least Muimanet gets it with Art of Thievery there, picks it up. Bankai up top, man, a menace against Mexi. Still meta, living up to the name, at least, right? The Hirara is still meta, according to him, and he's doing really, really well. They're doing a good job. SNR, though, what they need to do is focus more on the neutral objectives. They have a composition to play around neutral objectives, but it just seems like they're getting baited by the Huns to take these fights, and this is a good way to do it. Bait out the heavy spin before the fight.
Oh, the final slash was used onto Eska, forcing out the flicker, but now the heavy spin responds, and the real world manipulation too. Now they're in the trap, and they get to find the shifting skies from Mexi, but the response with a fatal links. Muimanet goes in with the blazing to it, and now it's all the Huns. They take out 3 members from the Huns. Sunset Raven actually turned things around.
Sunset Ravens have a cycle to play with, but the Huns did not respect it at all. They just went in all in, even though they baited some of those resources, but there is a silver lining. They did get a turret up top, so they got a trade, but that early lead that they just built is almost all gone. I don't know, I think it's just a big mistake that they didn't respect the cycle of skills. Trap.
Okay, Trap gets to walk out of that. SOD will not connect. But yeah, the moment that Huns sort of overextended in that moment, then it was just Eska freely laying down that real-world manipulation. And even though they didn't respond with the Fatal Links, they were still inside of it. So
exactly.
There wasn't much that they could do. Whoa! A flicker into the Wrath of Dryad.
Hey.
Didn't go in with the Blazing Do It just yet, though. Does not decide to fight. He was able to calculate that it was a bit too risky.
It's a zoning ult. Trap needs to get purple buff, right? Right? If he didn't ult there, purple buff might have been stolen. And the flicker we didn't see, right?
So he just blocked them from crossing.
Mui needs farm. Right now he's getting farm. It's okay. The roamer can die a lot of times. Trust me, I know. I casted a lot of Geek Fam games. Beloyski dies like at least 7 times before the team starts winning.
Yes.
And they're scaling. Look, it's Yves, Claude. They can wait all day long. It's just the Huns who actually have to be the ones to walk up. So I'm hoping for them to adapt to it already, right? They saw the mistake that they made. They went in, they baited out the cycle of skills, but they fought inside of the RWM after baiting it. They fought into the heavy spin after baiting it. Now they're playing a lot slower. Still meta going to the side, taking these turrets. And Moskov staying up top.
Yeah. Look at how well the Huns are actually able to manage the map so far. They're slowly taking control of majority of SNR's resources, and that is going to be a bit tricky for them considering that the lead is still existing between their junglers even. Trap is a level behind so far, and there is an objective that's coming next. We're already approaching the 8-minute mark, but the Huns have solidified their lead so far. So Sunset Ravens, are they going to risk it?
Whoa.
Oh, Trap goes in, forced to use the heavy spin, but it was a bit too late. They've already secured the objective long before they arrived.
Who knows? Maybe they delay it for a bit, right? They're going to go for the siege now, trying to convert on more objectives, and it's just been the Huns who's dominated this game. Yes, a good fight for SNR, but after that, back to the control, over the side lanes, getting prio all around, still meta, a whole 2 levels ahead of Trap, and it's just been the pattern everywhere. Everyone's ahead.
It's
Yuki's 2 levels ahead of Muimanet.
I guess it also has something to do with what their lineup is capable of, considering the lead. Maybe they are forced to play the more passive approach. They do have the Belleric either way, so it was something that we expected from Sunset Ravens. If ever the Huns do become aggressive and just go all in, but this time around, okay, they might find one. Bankai uses the flicker to survive though.
Oh man, Yuki's just picking up turrets for free. Up top, they're utilizing Bankai's pressure so well. Notices everybody in the bottom lane gets a turret up top. They're just playing the slow game. And actually, it's weird because we expected the Huns to be the more aggressive mechanical team. We expected Team Mongols to be the more calculated team. But so far, it's actually been the opposite. Still meta? Ooh, wait, Trap just heavy spin.
Still meta's gonna be okay. Doesn't need to use much just to get out of that. And that's a major resource already burned for Sunset Ravens. Nearly finds one. Muimanet gonna be okay though. But yeah, I think the way that the Huns are able to take away these turrets so fast and freely shouldn't be the case. It's a bit too reactive that we're seeing from Sunset Ravens so far. MSC, shifting skies, but just look at how Yuki's landing all those free hits, responds with that Wrath of Dryad. The final smash once again! Bankai with a setup and from behind, still meta catching up alongside Yuki. It's a complete wipeout for Sunset Ravens.
Wow, well played. Under turret, baiting out the skills and just prolonging the fight for the Moskov, the Arlet, even the Hirara to take advantage of it. Once you deal with the cycles, it's just done. The Huns have done that. They can actually go for the end. 2 seconds on Eska.
Still meta, Bankai and Yuki are trying to end this quick. In less than 10 minutes, the Huns secure their first win here in the wildcards.